Hi there, AJ here, you guys. So today, of course, I'm bringing to you another video that's going to show you all of the things that you can buy for your BBL. So, of course, my BBL is scheduled this December the 17th, 2021. I will be going in to do my BBL. I am actually on a weight loss journey at the same time that I'm getting my BBL. So, my surgeon, your BMI has to be at a 30. So his is really low compared to most surgeons. So you need to make sure you know what your BMI max is for your surgeon. If you don't know, you should ask. So either way, for me, because I'm 5'5.5", that means I basically need to be a little bit under like 179, so really around 177, somewhere around there. So currently, I'm like at 238. So yeah, by December the 17th, I have to be about 179. Okay, so anywho, I'm currently working on that. I've actually got down from, I started at like 267 pounds back in at the end of May, June, beginning of June. I was 267. I'm down to 238. So it is working. I'm doing a lot of liquids. I have incorporated walking. So I am walking about, I'm on a challenge right now for the month of September. I plan to walk 6 miles a day. So I do 4 miles in the morning, which takes me about an hour and 10 minutes. And then I do about 2.25 miles in the evening once it cools down. I'm here in Vegas, so it gets really hot. And when I walk very early in the morning because if you're out in the sun out here, it will drain you and you will be pooped for the whole day. Anywho, let me get back to what this video is about. I'm trying to like look down some because of the glare from the ring light in the back on my glasses. But either way, what I want to show you ladies is the different products, the various things that you can get. To me, I feel like I have a complete list. Like I got everything that I felt would be necessary for my recovery. Okay. I'm going to start with the larger items today, and then I'm going to move to the small items. So this is everything. I feel like if you have everything that I have, you'll be overly prepared. You will be more than prepared. Okay. So first things first is BBL pillows. So, of course, you need your BBL pillow so that you can sit down and so forth and not sit on your butt, but sit on your thighs. Okay, you'll sit on this pillow on your thighs, with your thighs. So, this is by Contour MD. None of these are promotional, so I actually just bought these via research. So this is the one that I received from Contour MD. You see how it looks that way? So basically, this is a waist trainer so that you guys know. I'm trying to sweat it off. However I have to lose it, I got to do what I got to do. So you can't really see this good, but you basically are going to put this right here, like on the seat. And when you sit down, my butt is like, you can't freaking see it, but this, as you can see, my hand is rubbing it. This is where the actual seat is, but there's nothing there. So you can sit just like this, and you just sit up like this. For me, I won't be using it. I actually bought two BBL pillows that I will not be using. I have opted for the Boppy pillow because for me, these cut off right now. These cut off my circulation. Maybe because I'm a little bit larger right now, but you know what? After reading reviews, a lot of people said they cut off their circulation. So I won't be using them because when I actually said, okay, let me try the Boppy pillow, I mean, that Boppy pillow was so freaking comfortable. I was like, this is it. So for me, the Boppy pillow is what I'm going to use. But like I said, this is a nice velvet bag too. So this one is Contour MD. It's really good material. It's solid. It's very firm. So if you're looking for something squishy, Contour MD, that one is not it. This is my other BBL pillow. This is by Yes Indeed. So this pillow actually came, I believe I paid like maybe $70 for my BBL pillow from Contour MD, and I believe this one was about 100 and some odd because it also came with the back piece. So this is the back piece. You would literally, this goes, it's stretchy. It goes around your chair. And on your back piece, it has these little Velcro straps here. So this actually attaches to your BBL pillow. And this basically, will give you the support, because this, when it's attached, it'll be back here so you can like lean on that. I will say, yes indeed, is more squishy than Contour MD. So this is their BBL pillow. I like to show it from the side so that you can really get a grasp on the curvature here, because there is a little indentation there, because this is like between your legs right here. So this is it. It has little Velcro pieces here, and this is what the back attaches to. This one is a little bit taller as well, but like I said, this one feels like it has a memory foam in the top. It's more of a solid in the bottom, but memory foam here, whereas the other one feels just like solid all the way over. So if you want something a little bit more cushiony, yes indeed, would probably be the way to go. But like I said, I tried both of these pillows, and for me, they cut off my circulation, and that I cannot have. And I'm a girl that likes to circulate. Okay? So, no to the BBLs for me, but I do have them. So, BBL pillows, excuse me. So if that's something, and this is really good. Actually, this here from Yes Indeed is how I figured out that I wanted a boppy pillow. Because what I did was I said, let me sit on this and see how that is. And I flipped this puppy around. I sat on this, and this was so freaking comfortable. I was like, okay, I need to try a boppy pillow. And trust me, when I tried it, that was that. So make note, yes, you're going to need your BBL pillow, okay? Especially, you'll need it, like, you'll need to take it with you to surgery. Especially because if you're on a plane like me, I'm flying from Las Vegas to Florida. Because here in Las Vegas, if you get a BBL, it's like they start out at like $10,000, right? They start at $10,000. So, nothing like a little mini vacation in Florida for half the price. Well, a little bit less than half, or more than half the price. But my BBL total was $5,700. It's a BBL plus a Lipo 360, so it's $5,700 for that, plus an additional $550 for a cell saver, which my doctor requires it. And basically what a cell saver is, I'm going to turn this down because it's a little loud. Basically, a cell saver, if you bleed out or if you need a little blood, this cell saver is basically saving your own blood. So as you're having the surgery done on you, it's literally taking your blood, it's cleaning it, and it's preparing it to be basically like reverse osmosis, like given back to you. So that way, if you needed blood, you wouldn't have to do a blood transfusion. You wouldn't have to use someone else's blood. You could use your own blood. Some places don't require you to have a cell saver unless you come in when they do your hemoglobin test, which is going to test the oxygen on like your red blood cells and things like that. Basically, when they do your hemo test, because your the hemoglobin, that's where oxygen is carried in your blood, and you need to have oxygen in your blood, okay? Otherwise, there's tissue death if there's no oxygenation to the cells. So either way, they test that. For a woman, your number should usually, lab values would be between a 12 to 16. So they're going to prick your finger. This is like at your post-op, and probably also the day of, but I know for certain at your post-op, prick your finger. They're going to see where your hemo levels are. And if you're under that 12, some doctors will accept a person in their 11s. But typically, if you're less than that, they definitely are going to make you pay for a cell saver. So usually that is typically it. So I would definitely check with your facility. Cell savers are typically about $500 just to have it used on you. So have your money. Okay, you don't want to go out there to get your surgery and have to come out of pocket $500 for that. Usually you have to pay for drug tests when you do it, nicotine tests, different tests. You usually have to pay for a COVID test to make sure that you don't have it. So I would definitely check with your facility and make sure that you have all your ducks in a row, because it can be costly and it can be an expense you weren't prepared for, so you need to be prepared. Definitely, I'd say if you go out of town, if you're traveling, even if you're not, have at least $1,000 with you. Or, I mean, if it's at the very least, have 700-800 additional dollars. I'm just saying, close to 1,000. So those were pillows. Of course, ladies, gents, we have to have our freaking luggage, right? So this is what I selected for my luggage. This is the Kenneth Cole Reactions bag. I bought it for like 100 and something bucks on Amazon's website. Why I love this bag is because it has 360 wheels and all sides. It's wheels on all four sides, right? So this way you don't have to lift up your bag, try and turn it and fight with it at the airport. And you're probably saying, man, that bag's small. Yes, it is small. This is carry-on size, which is why I got it. Because I said, you know what, I don't want to carry a bunch of stuff. I just need a nice, deep carry-on bag that can, carry a lot of my stuff. But I've come to the conclusion that I'm just going to pay the additional 35, 40 bucks that American Airlines is going to charge me for my carry-on. Because, for my checked bag, because more than likely I am also going to take a checked bag just because I want to have all of my stuff. You know what I mean? So, and this one though, this Kenneth Cole Reaction bag, let me tell you why I chose this freaking bag. Because I researched these bags for like hours on Amazon's website. Well, just everywhere, not just Amazon. But Amazon is where I came up with this thing. This is a USB port. So it's a built-in USB port. So inside of the bag, there's actually a place where you can put a battery pack. One of those little portable battery packs. And you attach it and you can just hook your stuff up right there. So, this bag also, main reason, because I had certain things I was looking for, certain criteria in my bag, is this. I don't know if you can see these little holes there. Wait, right there. But those are holes so that you can put like a lock on your bag. So I purchased a lock so that, and it locks with this other one. So there's two zippers that have the holes. So when you zip this up, it's going to meet up with this other zipper and you put the lock on both. So if you move one lock, you have to move the other. You know what I mean? So it won't open. But either way, I decided to get a lock because for one, I'm going to be at a lodge. So I decided to stay at a recovery house. I will do a video on that. And I decided to stay there, and you just never know who you're in the room with. And for me, I decided I'm going to do a private room for the first 3 days, and then I'm going to do a shared room the following days. So the private room is $350 each day. So I was thinking, and since I'm going to be there 7 days, I was like, I don't know if I want to pay $350 for 7 days in a row. So I decided, okay, I'm going to pay $350 for the first 3 days, and then the last 4 days, I will just do a shared room. So that's good. So that $350 is going to cover my Thursday when I arrive, my Friday when I have my surgery, and my Saturday, which is going to be the day after my surgery. So I'll have at least that full Friday and Saturday to begin to recover. And then Sunday, I will more than happily move into my room with my BBL sister or my sister surgery sister, okay? So I just figured, let me get that private room for the first few days so that if I'm in excruciating pain, I can deal with that alone and I don't have to have anybody else going through their pain and crying and all that stuff while I'm trying to sleep. I'm just saying. So I decided to do it that way and do that. I'm also going to take earplugs just in case I get a little whiner in my room, because I'm not a whiner. I can take some, not to say I'm the best with pain, I can take some pain. And even though I'll be in pain, I'm a thoughtful person. So I am not going to make a whole bunch of noise and stuff when I know that I have a roommate. You know what I mean? No matter how bad it gets, it has to be like freaking agonizing for me to make any noise. So either way, that's luggage. And some of this stuff is big. I am going to move on to this, which this here is puppy pads. So basically, it's puppy pads. They're unscented. So these are the Chuck pads, okay? I didn't spend the excess money on Chuck pads because guess what? if you look and you check out what the absorbency is, as long as that absorbency is the same as your chuck pads, you're good. So these are doggy pads, which will just substitute for chuck pads because you get this whole entire box with 50 of them for like $23 on Amazon. So that's what I did there. I'm actually just going to open that box because I'll be in Florida the whole time I'm bleeding. I'm like, oh, I bought this whole box. I can't take this whole box. So I'm just going to take them out of the box. Even though I really, to be honest, don't even need them. But I'm just going to take them because I already bought them. Because the recovery house that I'll be staying at actually provides post-op supplies. So they provide the chuck pads. But just in case they don't want to change them as often as I do, I'm going to take about half of these with me, which is going to be 25 just in case. So the next item is, which I haven't even really opened this box, but this right here is actually the Otomin. Goodness. If I can get it out. This is my Otomin. This is my, oh my gosh, they have freaking got this in there. Seriously. This is the actual inflatable BBL chair with Otomin. So basically, it's a pink. I don't know if, I'm sure you've seen them if you've done research, but it is actually like a little lounge sofa with an Otomin. And it has a circle, a hole cut out in the middle of this sofa. So you blow it up with your blow up pump and sit on it. I should have brought scissors. I didn't think ahead. I wasn't going to take it out the box actually, but I decided I'd take it out now. So I've had it for a long time because I bought it like right after I decided to do the surgery last December. So, my gosh, that was a freaking workout right there. I'm not going to take it all the way out just because I don't feel like trying to wrap it back up and stick it in this box. But either way, in this bag is, I wish it had a picture, that would have been nice. Oh, it also came with 2 Sills replacements. But in this bag is basically the pink that you see online. If you just Google pink BBL sofa, lounge sofa with Otomin, you'll find this. Okay, so I got that for sitting. That was, of course, before I watched videos and people were like, oh, you got to get the zero gravity chair because it allows you to lay on your back. So that you can lay on your back, you just cut a hole in it. Like, what? So, needless to say, this is going to be my downstairs chair, okay? This is going to be my living room chair when I want to go in the living room and watch TV. And I did buy the zero gravity chair. It's so big that I'm just going to turn this so that you can see it. You can see that chair right there, right? Actually, let me give you the full view here. Don't mind this stuff. This is my, I'm in nursing school and this is my IV arm in this box over here, this case. But yeah, so this is Timber Ridge. That's the chair right there. So look that up. I don't want to take it out just because it's so big and bulky and I'm already running out of space here. So I got that, and I also have this right here to go with it. So if you watch any videos, you'll see this is like a foam, and this foam you can put on the chair, and that's what makes it nice and cushiony for you to lay down and go to sleep on. But you can Google BBL zero gravity chair and it'll show you exactly how to put that together. Because I'm going to have to put mine together eventually, I will actually make a video of that being put together after I get it together, okay? All right. So, let us continue on here. This is Dunkin' Donuts coffee. But don't judge me, okay? There's no sugar in here. Straight almond milk. Unsweetened. Alright. Next, let's move on. Let me see. I need to write that down so I know where I bought this from. I might have to start selling these ottomans online. Okay. So let me move to my body pillow. So the heavens opened up, right? When I got this right here. I was so happy when I got this because I knew it was going to feel great when it was time to sit down. So this is an oversized body pillow. Don't get the little bitty ones. I mean, unless you're really tiny. But for me, like I said, I'll be about, once I'm finished with this, I'll be about 179 pounds. And when I say this is so good and it's firm enough, like, so when I sit on this, whew, it is just wonderful, you guys. So I've seen some people, they turn it around this way with the opening in the back. Yes. Can you say yes? This is it. Like, even though this is here, it's so squishy. My butt's not actually on it. Like, it looks like it is, but there's no pressure on it. So it's touching, but there's literally, like, I'm not sitting back. You know what I mean? There's no pressure. My weight is on my feet. My weight is on my feet. That's where it is. Like, all the weight is on my feet and the front of my legs. Because I'm also getting some thighs put in, y'all. Because I'm a little be snatched, honey. You can't see it yet, but just imagine all of that. Hello, I'm in the middle of my video. All the rest of that being gone. Sorry, guys, intruder. It's my son. Okay, go, Mari. So, back to that. This was a freaking lifesaver when I got this. I am telling you, girl, look, get that body pillow, okay? I don't have time. I do not have time for my circulation being cut off. Really, really don't. And you really don't want that anyway, because that's how you get tissue death. So, okay, you don't want necrosis. Necrosis of the tissue means tissue death, okay? It turns black. All right. So that's that. Now I'm just going to start moving through this as I come to it. So, no particular order. This, of course, you gotta have your robe, right? Make sure you have a robe. You need to have your robe. This is me. I'm a little sassy, okay? So, on my robe, this is actually Turkish cotton. I did buy this off of Amazon as well, but I had there, got it embroidered. Y'all see that? Miss Alicia, that's me. Okay, and then the back. Say, well, now, of course, you're going to be bleeding all over the place and all that kind of stuff, okay? So you may not want to put your good coat on, but I will be wearing my good coat. So, yeah, I got this all under control over here. But here we go right here. What? Classy and sassy, honey. That's me. So when I'm walking around, I want you to see I'm classy and sassy. That would be me. Now, of course, like I said, I do have two coats. This one, because it's big and fluffy and on the reviews, I hear about how people are so cold. I will be wearing this one. I don't mind if I get a little blood on it, you know. If I had to, I would just purchase me another one, you know. So, I mean, that's, for me, is no big deal. If it's a big deal for you and you purchase one, don't wear it. So, that's that. I also have another coat, another robe. I'm taking two robes. That one is my big, fluffy, she's boss robe, okay? So that's me with that one. And then, of course, I have this one, but that one's really for when I come out of surgery, okay? And just to keep me nice and warm. This is my thinner one because I'm so insulated right now. I know times will change, but I've always been a person who's been fairly warm or hot all the time and everybody else is cold, even when I was skinny. So even when I was at 145, 150, I was always hot. Everybody else was like, oh, it's so cold. Like, please don't turn on the heat. So this I purchased as well. This is all black. This will help too if you know, you don't want everybody seeing leakage and stuff like that. I bought it with the short sleeves because I don't want anything getting in the way when I'm trying to change things and stuff like that. So it has, if it's fully closes, it has a little tie you can tie on the side if you want. So I do have this robe as well. And this one is made by Sioro, Cioro. I bought mine in a 2XL just so that it could close all the way. I mean, it more than compensates right now, but I just wanted to make sure. So, of course, don't forget your house shoes. Okay? I hope you're making a list. So, BBL pillows, chuck pads, robes. For me, I'm taking 2 robes. One, because one's really fluffy and I would get hot in it, my big one. So I'm only wearing that straight out of the surgery recovery because everybody says they're freaking freezing, and they're probably freezing because they keep the temperature very, very cold in the surgery room to kill microbes and bacteria and things like that, to make sure that they don't live and thrive inside of your body while they're doing surgery. Okay? So either way, this here, house shoes. Most people, now these have hard bottoms. I got them that way and purposely, especially knowing that I'll be walking out. I don't know that I'm going to wear these from surgery. I'll probably wear something that, I mean, to be honest, when you see people's socks, like they're where their feet go, you don't usually see blood where the feet are. You'll see it running down the sock, but typically it's not all over where their feet are. So if I decide to wear these, I wear these. But I bought these house shoes specifically for my trip. They're nice and thick and cushiony, okay? Don't forget your house shoes. Is the basics of that. And don't forget your other shoes. I'm also going to take like some slides that are like all plastic, but like Crocs. There we go. I'm going to take something like that. Something that if it gets blood on it, it's not a problem. Things like that, okay? Of course, I bought tank tops. So the reason why you want to get tank tops, you might want to get black. Just depends on you because, you know, you'll get blood on them. That's the whole thing. They're going to have blood on them. So I bought tank top. I'm going to order black as well. These are white, black. That's the only thing I have left to order. Black tank tops if I want them. So that you're going to do this like that. Now, these are Fruit of the Loom, by the way. And I just ordered men's just because they're always so much more roomier. And they are usually stretch. Like, how? Stretch. You know what I mean? So you see how skinny that is right now. And boobs and all. Just, like, stretches. You know what I mean? Because the girls can be big sometimes. You feel me? So you just, whoop. So either way. I have these, and you want to wear these. A lot of girls, well, some of the girls wear these because you don't want to get abrasions on your skin from the waist trainers and the compression garments. So from the constant moving of that garment on your skin, taking it off, cleaning it, the constant, all that, okay, will make it to where you can get burns and things like that. I don't know if you watch videos, but some girls have burns and stuff on their skin from that. So you got to remember your skin has gone through a lot of trauma. The fat cells have been detached, been put in your butt. So now those cells that are there have to revascularize. The tissue has to revascularize. Revascularize basically means you're going to literally have new blood vessels or capillaries that are going to form and grow in this new tissue. But they have to connect to the tissue that's already existing because what it was connected to was just suctioned out. You understand what I mean? So you literally, your skin needs to reattach to the existing tissue. That requires food and oxygenation. Okay, so you definitely have to have blood flow to get oxygenation because the blood on the hemes and the blood, the red blood cells carry oxygen to your tissues in short. Okay, so just know that. Protect yourself. This will actually go under your everything. So this, you're going to have your stomach. If you want to put any little paddings or anything on your, of course, any pad, people wear actual pads, like feminine pads, okay? They will use those and stick them on there. If you're going to do that, I definitely say go with Kotex, okay? Because Kotex usually, there's super absorbency. You don't want them to be nasty to where you get a bacterial infection also, so you definitely want to keep it changed, okay? So either way, you're going to put your pads on there. You'll put this on, and then you'll put on your compression garment, you know, and go from there. And your Lipo 360 in your board after that. So this goes right over the top of your skin. So of course, if you're using pads or gauze or whatever you're using, you're going to put that on first. This goes on top of that. Like this is like a second skin, okay? This goes on top to protect your skin. Then you put on your garment, and then you put on your either your I have abdominal boards, but I also have a 360 foam wrap plus abdominal board. So it's just one thing, which I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so that's that. Now, I have a huge bag here, which I really don't know what's in here, but oh, that's what's in here. Okay. Poise pads. So these actually, okay, so I got Poise. You don't have to get Kotex. I did get Poise pads, and these pads are going to be for my wounds. So basically, I will open up a pad. Of course, not on the sticky side. You don't stick the sticky side to your skin, just in case you didn't know that. So I'm going to take the pad. I'm going to put it wherever the incision is to allow it to absorb whatever fluids are leaking from that incision, okay? So I will be opening this pack. I don't know why I bought all these. I just wasn't thinking. I did not need 72, but, or however many come in here, 45. But you know what? These can always work for that time of the month as well. Okay, so I have those. So you'll need your Poise pads. This, I'll come to this since I was just talking about it. This is the Lipo 360 abdominal board. This is the board. You hear that? The board. This is how it is attached. So it has Velcro straps. Comes right off. Now, I'm probably gonna have to order these in one size larger, but I do still have like 60 pounds that I have to lose. So it might fit, but it'll fit by then, hopefully. I'm sure it will, because I'll be suction and all that. So this is how it's looking right now. It's gonna be so fly when in a couple months I'll be able to show you guys and say, hey, if you guys saw my video, you remember when I couldn't close that 360 board? Boom, and I'm gonna close it on y'all. So that's that. This is a 360 lipo foam and abdominal board. So this is all foam right here. That's how thick it is. This is all foam. There's a board. You can see it. There's a board in there. Okay. Oh, there it is. You can take it out, clean it, and everything. That's the board. It's a clear board. It's about yay thick. So that's the board. And it just slides right in there. And this is around. So I bought this from Pretty Girl Curves in Florida. That's where I bought it from. Which is, I'm going to Florida, of course, to get my surgery. And I think I bought it for like 45 bucks. So it was a good deal. I didn't even freaking know about this until I watched the video.